How's it going, Chiefs Kingdom? Welcome back to another Super Bowl edition of the Legion of Zoomcast with myself, Brad Simcox, and again with Tom Childs. How are we doing, bud?
I'm good. Need a trim. Happy to wait until March until I can have one.
I need a trim, and I need some just for men.
Yeah, you definitely need some just for men. It's a bit of a touchy subject at the moment, isn't it? We all had a bit of a scare at the start of the week. The Chiefs, their barber contracting coronavirus, cutting Daniel Kilgore and Demarcus Robinson's hair. Imagine if that was Patrick Mahomes, we'd all be having...
We'd have been kittens right now, wouldn't we? Yeah, no, we couldn't believe it. I don't think both of us even tweeted about it, saying, "What are they thinking?" They're wearing helmets, for a job. Yeah. Why do they need the hairdo?
Sports stars.
Crazy.
I get that the Chiefs had their protocol and whatnot with it, and they kept testing the barber. But why risk it for a haircut, man? Just leave it. Just leave it. Even on the day they were waiting test results for the barber, and they still let him cut hair. Come on. If this was the Jets or the Raiders, we'd be laughing at the Chiefs. We'd be laughing at them for this. So come on, be better, Chiefs. Come on. This is 5-6 days until the Super Bowl. Let's just go au naturel. Just let your hair grow. Come on. It's 1 week.
Of all the preparations to do, I mean, one of them to get your hair cut is probably not one of the things that you want to be doing during a pandemic, is it? No. But I mean, talking about preparations, mate, I mean, have you prepared much for the Super Bowl party that you're going to be having on Zoom?
My lonesome Super Bowl party. Yeah. I think I'm going to watch some Tom Hanks films, then some Leonardo DiCaprio films first.
Do you know what? I need to watch them to spruce up on them, I think.
Yeah, you clearly do. No, not yet. I'm currently deciding between whether to go for a chili-based thing or some burgers. I'm not too sure, or whether just to do it all. I'm going to get some beer in. I'm going to get some spirits in to make some Long Island iced teas. I'm just going to basically make the most of it. Last year at the Super Bowl, one thing I didn't do much of was drink, because I didn't want us to be in and out to the toilet the whole time. So we made a point of only having 2 or 3 beers before the game. Yeah, this year, I'm 2 minutes from my toilet. I can pause my TV if need be. So yeah, this year I'm making the most of it. I'm going to sit, eat, and drink and enjoy the game, because that's something that was kind of hard to do last year because we were so nervous about the whole thing, because we had exactly the whole time.
I couldn't enjoy eating or drinking.
No. I mean, because of the nerves involved with the game, and we hadn't won it in such a long time, it was hard to really enjoy it. It was nerve-wracking, wasn't it? Where this year, we've won the Super Bowl last year, we got to the Super Bowl, which is what we all wanted them to do. Now we can just sit back, relax, enjoy the game. If they win it, great. If they don't, never mind. We'll be back there next year. It's a completely different type of Super Bowl this year.
It does feel different, this one, doesn't it? To me, I think you just touched on it slightly there about it feels like the pressure's off a little bit.
100%.
I don't know why that is. I don't know if it's because we've got that Super Bowl in the bank that we can just think, oh, well, we win one. If we don't, we don't. We've already got that other one beforehand. It just feels like, we're a bit more relaxed this time.
100%.
And like you were saying, we were a bit wound up, bit uptight and things like that at the game and in the last Super Bowl, because it meant so much that we had to get this curse off our backs, and it felt that way. But yeah, like you said, I think this one we seem to be enjoying it a bit more.
Yeah.
And preparations wise, I mean, I've just ordered some more beer. I think I'm going to have some dips, something like that to eat. I really don't. I definitely won't be using a snack helmet. That's for sure. How's yours coming along anyway?
I haven't started it yet. I've actually got a confession. One of our viewers, Graham Smith, he actually messaged me the other day asking if I wanted a pre-made Chiefs one. So I'm going to have the one that I bought last week, and I'm going to get a Chiefs one. So thank you to Graham for that offer. If it gets here by Sunday, I'll definitely be using it.
What are you going to do with your crappy one then?
I'm probably going to give it to the boys to put all the stickers on it, to be honest. But right, is this bad or not? I'm debating it. But shall I get some bubbly in just in case? When the game finishes, it's going to be about 3:30 in the morning here. But I haven't got work on Monday. So if they win, should I get a bottle of bubbly, crack it open, and just have a one-man party?
Hey, why not? Why not, mate?
Why
Do
not?
it.
Why not?
Yeah.
Get the expensive stuff. Go all out. Get Dom Perignon. Get a bottle of that.
Get Dom Perignon.
Get a bottle of that. Go all out.
Bit of Lambrini. Sort that
out. Pink fizz.
No, sounds good. But yeah, I mean, obviously, we're both looking forward to it. I know we're obviously in our own little kind of Zoom call that we've got, little Zoom party that we're having. So really looking forward to all of that with the lads, and just have a bit of a knees up, bit of a drink, and celebrate some good football on the TV. There has been obviously build-ups to this mega game because you've got two. Well, I know some people have been calling it the goat versus baby goat, which I mean, yeah, I'm fine with that at the moment, because obviously Mahomes is very new on the scene, but he's done so much at the moment. But even for Mahomes to be compared in that kind of category with Brady, even though Brady's had such a long career and such a well-established career, let's say, he's one of the all-time greats, and it pains me to say that, but my feelings on Tom Brady. But yeah, I mean, to have them both in that breath, it's kind of helped with the build up to it. But also, you've got two of the greatest tight ends in the game as well.
Yeah. Not anymore. Like Gronk's, not anymore.
But what, again, longevity.
100%. Like there's a case to be made that in 10 years' time, you're going to look back at the greatest tight ends of all time, and you will say that Gronk will probably be number one, and Kelce will probably number two. And don't hate on me for saying this, but peak Gronk is one of the greatest players of all time. Mm-hmm. If his body didn't let him down, God knows what he would have done in this league, but his body let him down. They're the same age. Do you know that? They're the same age. But
crazy, isn't it? Obviously, Gronk's a lot older, don't you?
Yeah, but Gronk obviously come into the league a little bit earlier than Kelce did. But them two are going to go down as 1A and 1B, I think. Maybe 1 and 2. But on Sunday, there's no contest. Kelce is definitely the better tight end right now. You can't possibly argue that. But back to the Brady Mahomes things, the GOAT versus the kid. I love it. I just got so much time for this, and it's making it an impossible matchup for people to choose a side from. Like, the Chiefs are genuinely hated now by other fan bases. They hate us. It's all out of jealousy. It's pure envy. It's all it is. And then obviously you've got the Brady connection, and Brady's managed to piss off half of the league, if not more than that, through his time for his time with New England. So you're looking at the neutrals, and they're like, which way do they want this to go? And ultimately what they do want is a shootout, and we might get one. I'm not too sure yet. By the end of the show, I'm sure I have a prediction together. But nonetheless, it should make for an excellent game.
Yeah, like we said, lots of matchups coming up for it and everything. But just going on what we were saying about the build-up and everything, there has been some interesting takes as we've been going through the last couple of weeks, which we're going to go through now on takes on takes. World War III fighting off at the moment downstairs.
Is it?
Have you not heard them?
No.
Screaming and all sorts of it. I'm going to kick the backsides in a minute. Right, so it's backed by popular demand, takes on takes, which, it's something we threw in at last minute at one point, didn't we? And because there's so many terrible takes that were going on at the time, that we thought we'd throw in takes on takes. And it's had a good response, hasn't it, mate?
Yeah, you guys loved it. You especially loved the Bills from a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, we had a conversation about it, and we said, right, let's just make it a regular thing. It's not going to be every week, but every other. But I'm sure during the season we're going to use this. We're going to need content, so there's plenty.
Why not?
There's plenty.
Why not? I mean, there's so many bad takes out there at the minute, and it seems
good ones.
And good ones. Yeah, there's some good ones as well. But the king of bad takes seems to be Skip Bayless. So, I mean, he might be him or Colin Cowherd. I don't know who it is at the moment, but Skip seems to be leading the way at the moment. But his latest one, which was, again, it's clickbait. It's always going to be clickbait, isn't it? So obviously with this Undisputed with Shannon Sharp. But yeah, apparently the title of this Undisputed from Skip was Patrick Mahomes is really getting full of himself. Here's why. I mean, straight away from that title, Patrick Mahomes is probably the most down-to-earth guy that you'll ever meet in the NFL.
Yeah. He's so textbook. He is like, if you could have a perfectly designed, media-trained athlete, it would be Patrick Mahomes.
Exactly. I mean,
I don't know if. Go on.
The amount of things that he's talking about in these press conferences at the moment, I think somebody asked him about why is he investing in Kansas City sports and stuff, and he brought up that yes, he's part owner of the Kansas City Royals, but also he mentioned the Women's Football League as well that he's kind of bought into. I mean, he's just, like you said, he's just perfect. He just comes out with every response has some. It's strange. It's like. He's the greatest human on earth. That's what it feels like.
If he was a woman, he would be Mother Teresa.
Yeah, exactly.
Patrick Florence Nightingale Mahomes. That's what we're going to call him from now on.
Florence. There's his nickname.
I get what you're saying. Like, he is perfectly media trained, and like anyone asking a question, it's always team first. Team. Never about individual stuff. You never see him having a go at people. You watch the videos like the NFL Films ones, and you see him getting his guys up afterwards. Look what happened with Mecole Hardman against the Bills. I just don't see how anyone can watch Mahomes, watch the way he handles himself off the field, and feel like he's getting full of himself. Like, admittedly, he's arrogant as hell on the field.
Yeah,
but all the greats are. All of them are.
Is it arrogant or is it confidence? Or is it a bit of both?
A bit of both. Both. Like, but all the greats are. Michael Jordan, arrogant, cocky.
Does all that, doesn't he? Like,
Sorry, again, Thierry Henry, cocky and as arrogant as you can get a footballer. But he knew he was brilliant.
Wasn't his thing Zoom Zoom or Vavavoom or something like that?
Yeah, Vavavoom, exactly. He had a certain Vavavoom. But like Mahomes, he knows he's good. And on the field, he can show it. But off the field, he's textbook. He really is textbook, and Skip is just chatting.
Well, the reason why Skip mentioned it is because in one of the Super Bowl press conferences, they asked Patrick Mahomes about what has he felt as though he's transitioned into a better player over the course of his career, his very short career that he's had so far, and he mentioned that he's better at reading defenses.
Which he is,
and he's gone to another level from last year, and suddenly Skip thinks that's like he's his head's getting bigger and he's getting full of himself.
I thought it was a little over the top cocky, but that's who this young man is.
Again, like I said, you've got to take it with a pinch of salt with Skip Bayless, haven't you? Because he does it for clickbait, and at least we've got Shannon Sharp, who's
former Bronco on our side. Like, makes no sense.
Oh, he's completely loving my homeboy, isn't he?
Yeah,
he's completely loving him. So yeah, we've got that, which is obviously a terrible take. But
they're not all bad.
Also, they're not all bad. No, but they're not. And you found one actually recently, didn't you? Which you sent to me, and you got a bit giddy about this one, didn't you?
Yeah, I got a bit giddy. Here's the take.
Have you ever seen a quarterback at this level with targets at that level?
Well, and especially a quarterback this young at this level so soon. I mean, who is coming to the league and dominated like Patrick Mahomes did from game one when he was behind, what's his name there for a little bit in Kansas City. But I mean, as soon as he got on the field, he just lights out. So, no, man, I mean, he's got all the weapons, he's got all the skills, and he's got all the confidence. And, Andy Reid's got all the confidence in him to let him do, anything and everything he wants. So, man, it's a hard combo to beat.
And that's the bottom line, because Stone Cold said so. Don't need to go on. Stone Cold. That's
He's
it.
winning Super Bowl, he says.
That's it. We don't need to go into that any further. Said it himself.
No.
Yeah.
Actually, I just want to throw in one. There is another take. It's not really a take, but it's actually probably a selection. Apparently, there was a dolphin somewhere that's picked the Chiefs to win the
oh, really?
Super Bowl. Have you not seen that? Where they do these I don't know,
Yeah.
they get some animal out and they say, "Oh, he's gone for this one instead of the Bucks." Oh, that means he's going to win. That
Wasn't
means
it
they're going to win.
Wasn't it the 2006 Germany World Cup that all started? Was it
Something
2006
like that.
or
Was it an
it might have been
octopus?
2010 in South Africa? It was definitely a World Cup where an animal started picking
I'm
games.
sure there was an octopus.
Yeah, it was an octopus. It
Yeah.
might have been. It was one of the World Cups. I can't remember which one it was. Either 06 or
remember that,
2010.
Before you place your bets on your next World Cup match, you might want to see what Paul the Octopus has to say about it. The tentacled sea creature has correctly picked the winner of all of Germany's World Cup matches so far. It even predicted that Serbia would beat Germany in their Group D matchup earlier in the tournament.
Well, apparently this Dolphin's gone 6-0 previously.
Really?
So they picked the Chiefs this time. So, you know, that's it. Just give the Lombardi to the Chiefs and we'll all go home merry.
Flipper's going to win it for us.
There is actually another take, which it's actually, believe it or not, it's 2 months old, and it's actually from a YouTube channel. It's not nobody that really anybody really knows.
Sports Talk Barry. If you on Twitter, everyone knows Sports Talk.
Everybody knows, yeah. But he's not like mainstream kind of media like Skip and Colin and all that kind of thing. But yeah, Barry McConaughey is it on YouTube? In fact, I'll tell you what, I'll just play some of the clips because some of these are absolutely hilarious.
When it comes to disgraceful and disgusting performances, what Patrick Mahomes did against the Buccaneers tops the list for me. It's absolutely disgusting. First of all, right off the bat, very first play of the game, here's Mahomes as a little fake. That's cheating. That is cheating. That is deception. That is not something that we want to teach to our kids. Mahomes doesn't understand that there's more to being a great quarterback than having a big arm. You know, it's 10-0. The game is basically over at this point, and you're going to fucking pad your stats with another weak-ass little throw to Tyreek Hill here. Have some fucking respect. Have some respect for the game, and just take a knee.
So yeah, I was actually dying laughing at this guy when I watched it because saying that Mahomes is doing illegal things because he's faking the defense and and stuff like that. Absolutely hilarious. And
pure parody, but who cares?
Pure parody. It's brilliant. It was just so well done, and it had me going for a little bit of the first few minutes. I was thinking, what? Who is this guy? Who is this guy? And it was just fantastic. It's top level comedy for me.
So it's time now to introduce a new segment to the show. We like making a bet on sports. It's what keeps it entertaining, especially when your team aren't involved. We like to win money, but we also like trying to win each other money. So this week we've introduced a new segment, Put My Money Where Your Mouth Is. The rules are simple. I will make a bet on Brad's behalf. If the bet comes in, Brad wins the money. And then Brad will make a bet on my behalf. If that bet comes in, I win the money. The only thing is, we don't know what each other's has bet until now.
We literally don't know, do we? I mean,
so this is the big reveal. We both had to put £10 on. We had to put it on a treble on the Super Bowl. Player props or point totals, they're all counted. Didn't matter what. We just had to see if we could make each other a little bit richer during the Super Bowl. And I'm a bit nervous because I think we're going to go complete opposites sides of the spectrum of cash flow here. I'll let you go first.
At the end of the day, it's a bit of a thing, isn't it? It's just a bit of a £10 kind of friendly bet. Like you said, it keeps it interesting as well. I mean, I know we're going to be rooting for the Chiefs regardless anyway, whether we've got a bet on or not. But shall I go first then?
Yeah, go on then.
Shall I go first? Right. Are you ready for these? I don't know if you're going to like these. You're a bit more of a betting man than what I am, and I'm thinking, I hope I've picked the right thing here. I've gone for almost dead certs.
Okay. We'll see about that when the odds come in.
So my first one I've got. Are we doing it one each, or are we going to do?
No, you go first. Go for the whole set.
I'll go for the full three. Yeah. So my first one is Patrick Mahomes anytime touchdown scorer.
Okay.
Which he scored one in obviously in the Super Bowl last year.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that's a good bet. I've got Tyreek Hill on the over for receiving yards,
That's
which is
92,
over,
isn't it?
92.5.
Okay.
So again, after what Tyreek Hill did in the game previously in the season against the Bucs,
I'm happy so far.
You're happy so far. Good, good.
So far.
Now, this is where the kind of odds kind of pushed it up a little bit. Pushed the odds up a bit.
Unless he got like a Dion Yelder 150-yard game.
Dion Yelder throws a touchdown pass.
Yeah.
Well, you get $1 million then. Why don't you get £1 million then, mate?
Go on then.
No, the one I've got is I've actually gone for Tampa Bay Buccaneers to be leading in the first half and the Chiefs to win outright after the second half.
Okay, so the Chiefs make another comeback.
Yeah, so another comeback. So I've done everything like kind of, I thought, well, previously this has happened, so I've gone for this.
Okay.
Now, the £10.
Can I have a guess?
£10. Go on.
I reckon. So that last one would have pushed it up a little bit. And Mahomes isn't like, he's not evens or anything. So I reckon, what, 30 to 1, something like that, £300?
Do you know what? Yeah, that's not bad. That's not bad. It's almost like 47 to 1, which is not bad. Which is not bad.
£470 coming my way on Sunday.
To be exact, it's £474.18, mate.
Oh wow! Okay, lovely.
I really hope you win. Get more snack helmets.
Thank you very much. Thank you. Yeah.
Go on, then what's mine?
I could feel that snack helmet for the rest of my life. Right. Okay. So I feel really bad now.
Oh, what have you gone for?
So, right. I actually also went Mahomes anytime touchdown scorer.
No,
I did because you made a point, but you didn't carry it on. He scored in the Super Bowl last year, rushing touchdown. He also scored against the Browns, a rushing touchdown. He scored against the Titans in last year's AFC Championship game, rushing touchdown. And he also scored against the Colts in the divisional round the year before, a rushing touchdown. So he scored 4 rushing touchdowns in the playoffs alone. So big moments, defenses play off him, he will run. That's why I've also gone for Mahomes over rushing yards on 19.5. So you want Mahomes to use his legs. All of Kansas City is like, what are these guys on? We don't want him running the football. Look what happened last time. You fucking idiots.
Switch him off.
I want my money.
Unsubscribe.
So yes, you've got 2 Mahomes rushing. And then the final one, I've gone for Chiefs to score more than 30.5 points.
That's doable.
That's more than doable.
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes averages 31 points in playoff games. So it's more than doable. Okay. Yeah. So the odds, I feel bad now because you're not winning nearly as much as I will be. So the odds are 7 to 1, which means you'll get £80 if
I'm happy with that, mate. I'll be really happy with that.
You've got Mahomes running for his life and the Chiefs scoring loads of points and you'll be happy.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. Well, I might have a few heart attacks if he's running.
Yeah.
But no, I'm happy with that, mate. That sounds great.
There you go.
Well, I hope mine comes in for you.
That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
These are on you.
But we're being strict with this. We're like, if Brad's bet comes in, I'm taking the whole whack. There's no sharing whatsoever. Yep. We are trying to win each other money. So let's see how it goes.
Okay, so this is the Super Bowl ones to watch. We both picked a player from the Bucs and a player from the Chiefs. Either side of the ball, doesn't matter. So, mate, do you want to go first or do you want me to go first?
I can go first.
You want to go first, yeah?
Yeah, my one to watch is Mike Evans. He had a quiet game first time around against the Chiefs. I don't expect that to continue on Sunday. A lot's been made about the Chiefs' passing defense, and it has been very good. But I probably expect Tom Brady to test them a little bit on Sunday. They've made a lot of throws downfield. Okay, they've not been completing loads, but there's still been attempts at them. And Mike Evans is one of the best at high point of the ball. So if anyone can give the Chiefs defense grief on that Tampa Bay offense, it's probably going to be Mike Evans.
Mine for the Bucs is Shaq Barrett.
Good.
Yeah, he terrifies me at the minute because obviously we know that the Chiefs O-line is pretty banged up at the minute, and obviously trying to protect Mahomes and keep him upright is going to be a bit of a problem, especially when you've got JPP on the other side.
Yes.
So it's going to be a bit of a difficult one, but hopefully, Remmers and Co can sort it out. Trust the O-line, yeah.
I do as well. Like the closer we get to the game, the more I feel better about the offensive line. Like they've had 2 weeks now. It's not like Eric Fisher went down last Saturday. He went down at the start of the bye, basically. So And I trust Andy Reid. I really do. And like O-line's kind of his thing. He's kind of his bag.
Yeah.
And they're experienced players that are going in as well. So I think I feel better about it than I have done previously with them playing. Like, it's not like it's Cam Irving going in there, is it? It's a bit of a better situation than previously. So I don't think it's going to be as big a story as people are making it out to be honest.
You know
I think
what?
Mahomes is good enough.
You saying that just then, I think it might play in our favour. The Bucs might be concentrating on it a little bit more than what they should be, and they might be thinking, do you know what? We're just going to bring the pressure. We're going to bring all the blitzes. We're going to bring the 4-man rush. We're going to bring everything on to the house, and then they're just going to completely forget about what's happening in the secondary.
Yeah, I
wonder
if the Bucs like corners and secondary is going to play up because they think that the rush is going to get home quicker.
Yeah. And
if that does, then obviously we could find ourselves in a situation where we were early in the year where Tyreek Hill could be open deep. It only has to hold up for like 2 or 3 seconds. Give Mahomes 2 or 3 seconds, then we're laughing. We're cooking with gas.
Definitely. My one to watch for the Chiefs is actually an interesting one. Actually, I've been talking about him quite often in the last. I've been on a few podcasts this week with other.
All right, big time.
Yeah, tell us about it. I know. And I feel like a player this week. I've had so many. My Chiefs player to watch is actually L'Jarius Sneed.
Yeah.
I've really enjoyed watching him this year. Just seeing how he's developed and how he can actually get to the quarterback so quick as well. And I think he's going to cause Brady some problems. Brady's going to have his eye on him, and he's going to have his eye on Tyrann Mathieu as well, which I think is going to be, playing with his head a little bit because, Sneed's just so quick. Is he a 4.3 guy or something in his
he's
time?
Rapid.
He's rapid, and it's going to disrupt. I think hopefully it's going to disrupt Brady enough that Brady's going to make some mistakes, like we saw obviously in the game against the Packers, where he threw 3 picks. So I think that's my guy for this one. What about you, mate?
I'm going for the easy one. I'm sorry. It's Patrick Mahomes. It's Patrick Mahomes. It's no one else. This game will be won on how well Patrick Mahomes plays on Sunday. As most games are won on how well quarterbacks play. But Mahomes is going to be up for this. Because a lot has been talked about how if Brady wins this game, then Mahomes can never get the title of GOAT. Because, one of those. And it does, like, whether you agree with it or not, in my opinion, it does matter that who wins this game on Sunday. Because if they end up on the same amount of Super Bowls, what's going to be the deciding factor? It's going to be this particular game. And I'm just excited to see how Mahomes deals with it. He's had enough big games now that this one shouldn't get to him. He didn't play the best game in the Super Bowl last year. We all know he didn't. He had an excellent last 7 minutes and an okay first 15. But outside of that, it wasn't the normal Mahomes standards, was it? And I think this year, he's going to want to silence some of those naysayers that say that Damian Williams should have been Super Bowl MVP and all that. And I think he's going to come out and just tear it up. I really do.
Yeah. No, yeah. It's you can't really take your eyes off him. I think what you're saying there. He's the guy that obviously the Bucs are going to be gunning for as well. Talking of cannons.
Yeah.
We'll touch on it briefly before we go, actually, because apparently there's been the NFL's actually said that the Chiefs, or the Buccaneers, should I say, at home cannot fire the cannons when there's a big play happens or if they score a touchdown. What's your thoughts on that, mate? How do you feel on that?
Let them fire them. I'm all for it.
I'm with you on it.
I'm all for it. Like, apparently the Chiefs weren't happy about this, and the Chiefs are the ones that kicked off about it. But, like, what's better than going into another team stadium than beating them? There is no better feeling in sport, in any sport. Being an away fan, being a visiting team is the best. It really is. So why not just like fully embrace that experience? And if they want to fire their cannons when they score their garbage time touchdowns, let them. It'd be more embarrassing when the Chiefs are up by 3 scores and in the final 2 minutes they score a touchdown and then the cannons go off and you can go, oh, is that what they were?
What's that?
Like, why not? Just embrace it. I hope there's a change on this. I don't expect it to be, but come on. It's bloody cannons, for Christ's sake. Who cares?
I'm with you. I mean, I know the Chiefs are obviously saying, oh, it's a neutral venue, or it should be a neutral venue for both teams. But at the end of the day, I think the Buccaneers have earned the right. You know, yes, they've got their own home Super Bowl. I'm with you. It just adds to the atmosphere, I think,
100%,
as well.
100%.
You know, and it might be something that might actually work in our favour as well if it gets the Chiefs players fired up by saying, I don't want to hear them effing.
No pun intended.
Yeah, no pun intended. But getting them fired saying, I don't want to hear them effing cannons again.
Yeah.
Do you know, that kind of thing? And it's just gives that whole atmosphere of actually being in Tampa Bay as well, doesn't
100%.
it? So I'm with you on it, mate. I think there's a lot of Chiefs fans are as well, from what I've seen on social media. They're just saying, just let them fire them. If you want to fire them, fire them. It's not as if they're going to run out of fireworks like the Chiefs did, you know.
If there are fireworks, don't let Jason Pierre-Paul near him.
Oh yeah, God, yeah, that is a point. Yeah.
Before we move on to predictions, I've actually realised that I forgot to say something during the betting thing, so I'm going to include it in the ones to watch here.
Right,
it's the weekend. First of all, are you excited about the halftime show?
Not as much as I was last year.
No, certainly not. But I've got a little bit of a betting nugget here, courtesy of our friend Dan Spence, who does watch this show. He told us the other day that when the weekend plays gigs, most of the time he plays Pray For Me first. That's most gigs that with 4 or 5 or more songs, which the Super Bowl halftime show normally is. Even his smaller gigs, he plays Pray For Me first. You can get Pray For Me at some bookmakers. Please bet responsibly at 11-2, meaning if you put £2 on it, you'd win 11.
That's
an interesting. A little bit more than that. If you put a tenner on it, you'd win a little bit more.
It's better than the tip I normally get on the horse.
Quickly.
Yeah. It's better than the tip I normally get on the horses, which is the Kansas City Chief, when everybody seems to text me when the Kansas City Chief horse is running, and it never wins. It never wins. By the way,
just for you people that are sitting there going, you're wrong. Okay, I know you'd get £13 back if you put £2, but you win 11. You know what I mean?
You know what he means. You know, gamble responsibly, kids.
So, Brad, who's winning the Super Bowl?
Chiefs.
Yeah.
All day long.
100%.
all day long. The Dolphins already mentioned it. Yeah, the Dolphins.
That's the Lombardi, by the way.
Oh, yeah. We'll have enough of them by the next 10 years. But, yeah, the Dolphins chosen it. Stone Cold Steve Austin's picked it. We're good to go, mate. We're good to win it. I'm actually going really bold with this, and I've normally been a little bit kind of... close with my not like close as in right, but keeping it close in my predictions, where I've been a few points out. But I'm going 41-9 to the Chiefs.
Wow.
I've said it on all these other podcasts, and they're all going, he's loony, this guy is absolutely out of his tree. 41-9.
41-9. You don't think they get in the end zone?
I think they get in the end zone, they miss an extra point, and then they kick a field goal later on, and then they don't see it another touchdown after that.
So the unsuccessful extra point ends up in the pirate ship.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Block up one of the cannons or something. It's been kicked out
just blocking it.
They can't fire anyway.
Was that Mahomes' arm that fired that?
His cannon.
Wow.
Yeah, so I've gone 41-9, and I like I said, I don't think I've been asked back on any of these podcasts now because I think I'm out of my tree. So, yeah. What about you, mate?
Okay, I've gone 38-24.
Oh, that's boring.
But I do think at one point it will be like 38-17, and the Bucs will score a late touchdown, which will mean nothing. This game will, in my opinion, which is often wrong, the Chiefs will have this game in hand pretty early on Sunday.
Do you know why I think there's going to be a massive blowout for the Chiefs here?
Because we're due one in the Super Bowl.
because we're due one, and everybody's been banging on about it. All of the talking heads going, "Oh well, the Chiefs have only scored between, they haven't blown anybody out. They've been like within 3 points or 5 points or 6 points or whatever. They've not really blown anybody out." I just think the Chiefs are just going to go, "Here's the playbook, open it up, Patrick. Just do what you want with it, and just score touchdowns all day long, and just don't let up." And I think it's just going to be one of those games. I
hope
feel
you're
it in
right.
my gut.
I hope we're right.
Yeah, yeah. Definitely. I just feel it in my gut that the Chiefs are just going to roll out everything and just go out all guns blazing.
I'm with you. We're going to be recording a great show on Monday if we're right.
Or we might actually be, if it all goes like completely tits up, and we might be just sat here with our Lambrini like this.
Yeah.
All right, then, mate. I think that's it for this week. Thanks very much for watching. If you want to watch more videos, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification as well. And also, if you're watching this on the Brit Chief channel, head over to our Legion of Zoomcast channel as well. We've sorted out a new one, which is underway, and we've got some subscribers on there, which is fantastic. And also, find us on Twitter as well, at Legion Zoomcast. So, from one kingdom to another, we'll speak to you again soon.
Bye.
Bye.